A lot is going on in the crypto world, especially with the third generation cryptocurrency Cardano ADA. So much criticism gets thrown in Cardano's way, and it's becoming difficult to know what to take seriously and the ones to ignore as nothing more than the usual crypto noise. There are definitely some noises that don't add up though, but they do look worth believing. The confusing fact is that our dear Cardano is living up to these negative ideas. So where do we go from here? We are in the early days of 2023 and investors are still trying to navigate their direction, with quite a bit of debate going on how the economy will fare this year and how much the Fed will continue to raise its benchmark overnight lending rate. Crypto investors are still battling with the contagion in the industry as well as their sudden skeptical views and lack of faith in cryptocurrencies. Cryptocurrencies are still being influenced by the Fed as well since it is something to observe as it relates to this sector. According to the data, the market seems to be in a wait-and-see mode. The more evidence the Fed can get us declining and trending in the right direction, the faster it can stop raising rates, which will create a better environment for riskier assets such as crypto. Ethereum and Cardano can be good long-term cryptocurrencies to own, given the Ethereum network's utility and Cardano's processing power. However, there is a lot of hullabaloo going on in Cardano right now. No one seems to see anything good about the ADA cryptocurrency. The popular crypto media outlet, CoinDesk, recently described Cardano as a vaporware blockchain that will soon lose its position as a top 10 blockchain, as speculative money bids the market farewell. CoinDesk noted that Cardano was still rolling off the hype of its early days. It also added that the network has not undergone any major ecosystem development despite the innovations happening around Web3. According to CoinDesk, in the current depth of the bear market, Ethereum is maintaining $1 billion in daily volume compared to Cardano's $1 million and EOS's $100,000 in daily volume. The Cardano chief Charles Hoskinson seems to agree with the negative report. An ADA enthusiast even called his attention to it and asked if he had read the report from CoinDesk. Quote, "Did you see at CoinDesk gave us an upgrade from a ghost chain to a zombie chain alongside EOS?" End quote. In response to the article, Hoskinson said probably Cardano has also become a zombie chain. The CoinDesk report further confirmed Hoskinson's previous comment that the crypto media hates Cardano. In May of 2022, Hoskinson claimed that he does not understand why Cardano has not received much support from the crypto media outlets. Many critics have described Cardano as a ghost chain with little to no utility. This is one of its regular criticisms. But is this true? It is recently reported that the Cardano is the blockchain with the most development on GitHub, thereby edging ahead of its rivals. If Cardano is truly a ghost chain, then it should be experiencing a lot of supernatural activity. So many criticisms and insults have rolled out for Cardano, and it's amusing that the issue is still being discussed here in the new year. Will Cardano encounter more of it in 2023? Probably this is what will eventually kill the network. Some time ago, Charles Hoskinson retaliated against a critic, a Twitter analyst identified as Mr. Charles, who criticized and mocked the Cardano founder, saying that he was not accurate with his predictions on Cardano. He tweeted that the promises made by Hoskinson were yet to be delivered. In his tweet, Mr. Charles shared the screenshots of a tweet uploaded by Hoskinson in which he had made promises about the better future of Cardano when the platform would amass thousands of decentralized apps and other digital assets. Notably, the Cardano community also received criticism with a mix of reactions. Some of them elaborated on them, while some backed Charles Hoskinson. After the post was retweeted and liked by many, Hoskinson answered the critic. He tweeted that the great irony in the criticism leveled against him was the tendency to retweet itself shows that his predictions have come to fruition. He also commented that Cardano possesses more than 1,000 decentralized apps, 6 million assets, and 3.6 million wallets. Then it was assured that his predictions were fulfilled. Also, in a video, Hoskinson added that eventually Cardano will emerge into a large ecosystem of blockchains, mainly because of its accessibility to the public when compared to other crypto platforms. It was not a surprise that Hoskinson addressed the tweet immediately, as he is quite known for quick responses, especially for criticisms against the development of Cardano. He once got involved in a war of words with the Terra founder Do Kwon and the Galaxy Digital CEO Mike Novogratz. Furthermore, Tim Harrison, vice principal of the community and ecosystem at IOG, recently hit back at the Bitcoin maximalist Mike Alfred, and the latter forecasted that ADA would continue to languish away. The Bitcoin maximalist claimed that there is no interest in Cardano, adding that the developers were apparently jumping ship. He predicted that the ADA coin price would end up digging below the 20-cent level. However, Hoskinson argued that the amazing Cardano community keeps building. Mike Alfred is a well-known Cardano critic. He started speaking unsustained rumors about a buyback program back in February. In response, Hoskinson threatened Alfred with litigation over his attempts to slander Cardano with false claims. Back in November, Hoskinson responded to the prominent Ethereum community members in a tweet after they addressed Cardano as a giant Ponzi in a leaked video. Remember that Cardano is a scam, people. Thank God we have things like Celsius, Luna, and FTX to protect us. Seriously, F you guys, Hoskinson said in a tweet. With this tweet, he implied that Cardano still operates normally, compared to the popular cryptocurrency projects which have failed. Hoskinson had previously criticized the Ethereum audience for participating in debates that he said lacked intellectual integrity and common sense. The Cardano creator said that false claims that the company is a useless fraud that is incapable of being innovative can harm the entire crypto industry. They just seem to really like technology and events from 2014. Levity aside, people really need to grow up and move on. It's fair game, he said. Hoskinson made a point of emphasizing how the core Ethereum devs completely dishonor his proposed Ouroboros consensus, and in his view, bringing up Cardano by those same people who have chosen to disregard his work for the last 5 years constitutes a crime. With this, he implied that it was a crime for Ethereum supporters to even bring up Cardano. He also claimed that the people thought he was a pathological liar who will eventually end up in prison. Charles Hoskinson has always disclosed how ADA prices underperformed throughout last year and how markets were far from reality. According to him, Cardano has never been stronger, and its greatest days were still to come. He also praised other cryptocurrencies, stated that many of them are solid even though their valuations don't reflect that. The Cardano network does look dead, but it is not. And that's just a general perspective of everyone towards Cardano right now. This highly anticipated Vassal hard fork was implemented at the time when the ADA coin price was in bear territory. There were numerous delays to the hard fork, but they were surmounted. The ADA network quickly welcomed Vassal as Ethereum celebrated the completion of the merge. Amid the situation, Charles Hoskinson responded to a popular trader, Pentoshi's criticism about XRP and ADA. Overpromise, underdeliver, and never deliver, he wrote in a tweet, further claiming that XRP and ADA thrive on false promises. The Cardano founder, who was quite confused by his tweet, compared the viewpoints from religious beliefs. He said, "We have moved mountains together every year, yet he is blind to all of it. Who knows what causes it?" In response to Pentoshi's critique, a Twitter user asked, "What aspect of XRP fell short? Take a look at all the ODL corridors that are now being constructed and utilized in the real world." Well, we can't blame Cardano for being tagged dead. The bears seem to have heavily choked the Cardano price, which is now discovering new bottoms close to the previous ones. Cardano's potential flops are not indications of its death or suppression. They are stepping stones to leverage. It's just a pity that only a few understand this fact. A significant percentage of these criticisms are the result of a shallow mindset and bleak long-term view. The end will tell and probably right a plethora of wrongs. But of course, what are your thoughts on this? Let us have them in the comment section below. We'll see you in the next video, but before then, check out our other videos to find out how Cardano is living up to the dream of being the Ethereum killer. And as always, make sure you click on the subscribe and notification buttons.